Aristotle once pondered, "What is a friend?" and came up with the answer that a friend is a single soul dwelling in two bodies. While I don't necessarily agree with that statement full-fledged, I do think it has some value, and we're going to kind of explore friendships a little bit today. I think in order to start talking about friends, we have to define what a friend is. And it's kind of hard to do so. It's hard to define a friend without saying the word friend. And it changes. It changes as you get older. Remember back to kindergarten when you asked to borrow someone's blue crayon and they said yes. You were happy. You were friends. That's how friendship starts at such a young age. And little kids can be friends with anyone. It's mind-blowing to me. You know, they walk up, "Oh, your favorite color is blue? My favorite color is blue. Let's be friends." "Oh, we both are playing baby dolls at recess. We should be friends now." And that's such a pure, such an innocent friendship. It's such a pure beginning. Kids are pure it is, but we'll get into that eventually. But move on to your 13 years old now. You know, you start losing friends. Oh, Kyle doesn't wear Abercrombie. That's my favorite brand. I can't be friends with him. You just have to figure out who you want to be. Do you want to be the jock? Do you want to be the nerd? Do you even know who you want to be? And friendship starts dividing into different sects. You know, you have the goths, you have the jocks, you have the nerds, the geeks, the band geeks, the freaks. You have so many different cliques that it's hard to define what a friend is there, because who's your friend today might not be your friend tomorrow. Let's time travel again. You know, you're 18 now. Now you're graduating high school, you're moving to college. You may never see some people again. You're so enthralled in these people that you've spent the past 10, 12 years of your life with, and now you're going away from them. You don't know how it's going to change relationships. You might find out that you might be friends with someone just based off the simple fact that you are forced to see them 5 days a week. You know, you go to college, you meet new people there, you're exposed to people you don't even know, and they don't know you, and that's also the beauty of it. You can be anyone you want to be. You didn't like who you were in high school, you can change yourself now. You can work on becoming friends with people you might not necessarily have been friends with back then. By now I'm sure you get it. Your friend can be virtually anyone, but that's the beauty of it. Any one of these people that belong in any one of those groups can be your friend. You know, friendship doesn't really take much at the whole of it. It takes just caring about the other person, you know, caring for their happiness. You know, I have friends that love sports. I have friends that love D&D. I have friends that play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively. I have friends that I don't really see outside of work. I have friends in so many different social circles that it's hard to say all of the jocks are my friends. All of the workers are the friends. All of my Dungeons and Dragons people I play with are friends. You know, you can have a friend anywhere. And some things we're going to explore now is what makes for a good friendship. Being able to laugh with your friends is absolutely huge. Usually if I laugh with you, you're my friend, at least on some very basic level. Being able to share happiness with each other, being able to just laugh at your insecurities, their insecurities, at grandma falling on YouTube. Laughter is a key part of the majority of my friendships, and that's kind of what keeps it alive. But there's more than that. There's way more than that. Good friends experience things together. Not necessarily together, because you both live very separate lives. But if someone's going through a divorce and you're just there to listen, you know, not give advice, not tell them what to do, not being like, oh, like to heck with her, to heck with him. Just listen. All you need is someone just to vent to. You know, listen to understand as opposed to respond. Some people don't want your advice. Some people don't want you to tell them what to do. They're just looking for an ear. I don't know. Just talk to. Just bounce thoughts off of, bounce ideas off of. Good friends cry together. Empathy is huge when it comes to friendship. Even if you don't fully understand what they're going through, just saying, yes, I realize that must be terrible. I am here for you. Being there for friends is one of the biggest concepts. I mean, I have friends that I haven't really necessarily talked to since high school that if I called up today and was like, hey, I'm going through a really rough time right now, they would set time aside for me. And I know they would. It's a very beautiful thing. And should I talk to those friends more? Yeah, I definitely should. I definitely should put forth more effort into there. But the fact is, they're still my friend. We've laughed together, we've cried together, we've been honest with each other. Being honest is rare in 2018. People just don't take to tend news very lately. They don't like to hear an ugly truth. But a good friend, a real friend, if you tell them something ugly, if you tell them something that they don't necessarily want to hear, but it's coming from a good place to benefit them, they should appreciate your honesty. Even if what they have to say isn't nice, or they're going to lash out, or your friendship might be rocky for a little bit afterwards. You have to be honest with one another. I mean, just because you're friends doesn't mean that you don't want them to make a dumb decision. Being able to stand up to your friends and say, hey, this is wrong. This is my opinion. I hope you listen to me. This isn't you. A good friend keeps you in check. A good friend lets you know when you've done something wrong, when you're doing something that's out of character or not you. As a friend, you take interest in your other friends' lives. If something's important to them, it should be somewhat important to you. For instance, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's a very big part of my life. And I always ask my friends, hey, do you want to go? Do you want to go? And most friends come up with excuses. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, plans came up. Something happened. But I had one friend who said, yes, I will go. And I will go because this is important to you. This is your lifestyle, and I want to see this part of you. I want to learn this about you, see why it interests you so much. Because he knew it made an impact in my life. He took interest even though it's not a giant interest to him. And that meant a lot to me. A good friend of mine taught me that lesson. Moral of the story is I'm very, very thankful to have some wonderful people in my life that I get to call friends. If you don't have friends or have a hard time making friends, talk to people on the bus, join activities you like to do, get out of your comfort zone. Sometimes it can be hard, but I think a friend can save you from a lot of the darkest places. And everyone needs one. Just strike up a conversation. Thank you for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you want me to touch upon or want any clarification, let me know. Thank you for enjoying the journey with me.